So the final step of the process for me is adding a touch of color using ceramic decals. And I'm going to use a mix of decals that I've designed and decals that I've purchased through decal suppliers. So I work with a poppy design. The red poppies I get from a supplier, but I do custom design the background imagery, which is a field of dead poppies. So these are made in gold and platinum luster. I can avoid the need to use respirator and applying luster when it's already turned into a decal, and can soak the decal in water just like any other decal. My pots are ready to go. Most of these have been ground and cleaned already. So I'm going to work with all of these to add a touch of color, and then we'll throw them in the test kiln and see what happens. I have a clean bin or a bucket of water here. This is used only for decals, so it doesn't have any clay residue. I've cleaned off my workspace, so it's free of clay residue. I have a sponge also free of clay residue, so I'm not getting any dirt on the surface of these pots. And I'm just going to start working, again, sort of intuitively, preparing the decals for application just by getting them soaking. And while those are soaking, I'll get a few others cut and prepared while these wait. This is a little bit warm water that aids in the separation from the backer paper. These decals are applied and stick the best on a surface that's at least moderately glossy, a semi-gloss surface. So these soda-fired pots are great for that. Even though there's no actual glaze applied to the surface, the soda vapor that has melted in the firing process has given it enough of a glossy surface for the glue and the decal to stick to it. You can also see on this piece in particular, there's a little bit of underglaze chalk pattern there in the background that I can use to help complement the foreground imagery. So now that I have these soaked, they're ready to go. I know that they're ready to go because they're sort of moving on the backer paper. They're free, unglued, ready to be applied. And while I apply these, I'm going to get a few more started soaking. I'm going to use this horizon line created by the trimmed foot as my definition there for where to put the decal. First I'm going to get it on, generally where I want it. Might add a few more little complements here. Let that set for a minute while I do some more application. When I'm applying the decals, I also am looking for interesting shifts or changes in the surface that I might want to either hide because they're distracting, or highlight because I like how they look. So in this instance, I like these three finger marks. I'm not going to cover those, although I could. And instead I'm going to add the decal right beside them so that it almost helps to highlight that surface. And actually I'm noticing this flaw, a little flaw there, so I can cover that right up, hide that, and highlight the finger marks at the same time. So now that these are applied, ideally I would let them sit for about 24 hours to dry, and then put them into the kiln, fire them to around 1400 degrees, and they would be finished and ready to use or sell or display. So these are the pots that we just decaled. I'm going to put these in the test kiln for quick firing to about 1400 degrees. Occasionally there's a pot that has a gooey foot that's been cleaned like this one, and I might put that one up on stilts just to be sure that it's not going to stick to the kiln shelf.